Hello everyone, I am Goldark and I'm back with another Wuthering Waves video. Today we'll be taking a look at the combat system to see how it all works and how it compares to other games of the same genre. Wuthering Waves combat is actually one of the strongest aspects of the game, and there are several awesome features. It starts quite simple but keeps expanding the more you dive into the game, feeling super on point and snappy to the point that you'll be able to defeat much stronger opponents with less gear or character investment, if you are skillful in these types of games. However, don't let this higher ceiling intimidate you, as undoubtedly Kuro Games is aware that there should be plenty of content easily accessible to everyone, and then build a strong endgame where people who are performing better have an opportunity to face off against tougher fights. Back to the beginning. Each character has their normal attacks with a couple combo variations. The old or heavy attack, which as the name implies takes a bit longer to perform but has stronger immediate impact, and to finish up the basic maneuvers there's the plunge attack. As your defensive part of the combat you are able to dodge/parry or simply move out of the monster's attacks as a way to mitigate or negate altogether their damage. Next up we have one resonance skill specific to each character, which usually uses their element to do something. And the Resonance Liberation, aka the ultimate, which follows your typical guidelines of requiring resources in order to be used. So far so good, however in Wuthering Waves there are a couple new skills added to the mix. First there's your Echo skill, and if you have watched my guide on echoes then you already know that the topmost echo equipped on that character determines your echo skill. There are many types of echo skills, from simple immediate effects to overtime ones, summoning minions of sorts, or even fully transforming into an echo for a moment. That's not all though, as each character has an intro skill and an outro skill, which happen consistently during the fight by switching to another character when the time is right. The character leaving the field uses its outro skill, while the newcomer uses their intro skill. If you look at the gauge at the bottom center of the screen, you'll see the fourth gauge, which impacts and empowers the way you play, and varies from character to character. Naturally, the game will teach you most of these components within the first hour of play, but I'm sure you can already see how awesome the combat is and how clean it feels when you start to learn and perform on a higher level. Each character has their own specific moves, skills and ultimates, while also being part of one of the 6 elements: Aero, Electro, Fusion, Glacio, Havoc or Spectro. There are also currently 5 types of weapons in game: Broadblade, Gauntlets, Pistol, Rectifiers and Swords, allowing for a vast combination of character kits, elements, weapons and echo skills for an interesting combat system, especially taking into account that each player is able to have up to 3 characters in their party at any given time. So how does this compare to Genshin Impact's combat, for example? Well, Wuthering Waves combat seems to be much more tight in terms of timings and options used in combat, allowing for players to have more character control, which will eventually lead to highly skillful individuals being able to perform well beyond your average player. And if you've been anywhere near the drama surrounding Genshin Impact in the last months, I'm certain you've heard that the game is much more focused on providing cozy activities for more casual players to enjoy without stressing out, while having nearly no added endgame modes since the beginning of time to satisfy some of their players who would like to have the option to face stronger challenges. I'm certain Wuthering Waves will have casual activities like shiny echo farming, for example, and even its combat, while potentially more skillful, will have its core gameplay loops grounded on easier variants of those encounters as a way to introduce the masses to the new game, but hopefully there will be plenty of juicy challenges as well. As I've just said, I think Wuthering Waves has a really rich and deep combat system that has potential to provide really interesting and difficult fights for more hardcore players, while still maintaining a good offer for every other type of player. And that makes me really happy, because even though I actually really enjoyed my time on Genshin Impact, I'm really hyped up for a combat system that makes me want to get better at the game and invest my resources to better up my characters. With that said, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this quick refresh on the amazing combat present in Wuthering Waves. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos like these. We are ever so close to the release and I cannot wait. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video.